Good morning, Mamate brethren. How can it not be a good day with a sunrise like that going on behind me? I just love you boys. Love the association we have. Love these messages. I saw Mike Bridge the other day and mentioned something about like, yeah, man, 52 hits, that he's produced over the course of a year, and there's just something powerful about that. Like 52 weeks in a year, even if we miss some here and there, you get the idea. That's a powerful amount of messages, man. You take all 7 guys and you end up with 365 messages a year, give or take, on days that we miss. But just so cool. Such a great vibrant community of boys trying to do their very best. The simple thought that I'll share with you today is that those who do the work should probably be the ones who make the decisions. And I just see this a lot where I like the idea of just putting decision-making power into the hands of the people that are gonna have to carry out the plans. And something weird happens when somebody makes a decision and then the other people have to carry it out and have very little power over the decision-making process after that. Maybe a story will explain what I mean. There's a ward here in town that is getting ready to do their Christmas party. Last year, because nobody wants to do any work, they opted with something simpler, and they did a breakfast, and that led to a bunch of complaints, and this year it's similar. Like, they put some people in charge, and the people in charge said, well, if no one else is going to help, we're doing tacos. That's easy. We're doing tacos. They're going to have taco Christmas. And I was talking to a member of the bishopric today who just knows that the complaints are going to come, that they're not having the roast beef and the potatoes. But again, it comes back to this principle that, hey, if you have a strong opinion about how something should be done, then how about you do the work that's involved? And if you want to take the thing on, by all means, you can do whatever you want. And it's interesting. I guess the other way I would take that message is that if there is something in our society that you're not exactly happy with, I bet you 9 times out of 10 you can very quickly step into a decision-making role if you choose to. I've seen that in politics. I've seen that in the schools. I've seen that in sports. You name it. That if you're willing to put your time, your effort, and your money where your mouth is, then there's actually an incredible amount of decision-making power up for grabs. And the flip side of that is kind of Jordan Peterson's idea that anytime we abdicate responsibility, it'll be taken up by tyrants immediately. That they're just ready to move in and take over. I went the other day to a Lions Club meeting, and they do a casino every couple of years, and they have some money that rolls in. So they've got they've got about $40,000 sitting in their account, and they have ideas of what to do with it, but all those ideas take work. And so I went to their meeting, and I could just get the vibe that, like, we could do this initiative or that, but they're all just kind of tired. And I thought, if someone came in who's excited, there's this money just up for grabs. Like when I proposed some things in relation to our wrestling team, when they realized that we would take on the research, the implementation, the ongoing upkeep, they were excited about it. And so I think about the Lions, the Elks, the Rotary, all these service clubs, all these organizations probably filled with people that are getting a little tired. And there's just opportunities for our youth and for us in our communities if we choose it to step in and make some decisions. But it's going to take some work, and that's usually what kind of causes the rest of us to retract a bit, because you don't want to get too stretched out. And I understand that. Anyway, long story short, if you're critical of something, maybe there's room for you to move in and make a difference. And if you're not doing any work on the ward Christmas party, then you just shut up and eat your tacos. We're doing roast beef, by the way. I'm not going to wade into that one. I went out and found some people willing to do the work, and we're going to do roast beef and mashed potatoes and keep those seniors happy. Anyway, love you boys. Hope some of that makes sense. You're just such a great part of my day. I love each one of you. Can't wait for us to hang out in a sauna or in another setting like that where we can just bond and be brothers. Love you. See you, boys.